This is the Acer Predator XB2. It's a 27-inch gaming monitor with a refresh rate so quick, we can't actually show you how quick it is. Chances are the monitor you're watching this on caps out at 60 Hz or 75 Hz, which means it refreshes 60 or 75 times per second maximum. The Predator here has a refresh rate of 240 Hz, which makes it one of the smoothest monitors on the market, but that speed comes with a high price. In some ways, high refresh rate gaming is on its own parallel path alongside other trends like 4K gaming, and they seldom come into contact. Currently, it's just not feasible even for high-end gaming PCs to reliably offer 4K gaming at 240 Hz. That's why we'll so often see gaming monitors support either 4K or a super high refresh rate, but we rarely see both together, at least not at a reasonable price. That's also why we see so many high refresh rate monitors max out at 1080p. Consistently running games at 240 frames per second is tough, but scaling back the resolution to 1080p makes things much easier. You'll see more pixels, but you'll also get to max out your detail settings depending on the strength of your hardware. Alright, so how does this display look at 240 Hz? Hitting 248 frames per second and turning on G-Sync turns every game into a visual symphony on the Predator XB2. A game like Overwatch becomes hyper-real, fluid animations, fast-paced gameplay, and killer visuals all just cascade across the screen, imbued with an unparalleled sense of movement and momentum. It's hard to go back to a standard 60 Hz display after seeing a game just come to life at 240 Hz. That rapid-fire refresh rate comes courtesy of the Acer Predator XB2's Twisted Pneumatic, or TN, display panel. These kinds of displays are typically very quick, but often suffer from poor viewing angles, and the XB2 is no exception. Moving too far right or too far left will cause the display to appear discolored, but thankfully the stand is very easily adjustable, so this drawback is easily mitigated. But do you really need 240 Hz? Generally, you'll experience diminishing returns the further you push past 60 Hz. At 75 Hz, motion takes on that glassy smooth quality, while at 144 Hz, games become otherworldly. The Acer Predator XB2 looks great at 240 Hz, but the difference between 144 Hz and 244 Hz is minimal and almost imperceptible to the naked eye. Refresh rate aside, the display itself does an admirable job of keeping up with its nearest competitors. With a contrast ratio of 740:1, bright colors are rendered well, right alongside deep shadows without any real loss of quality in between. It's not as high as the BenQ EX3200R's contrast ratio, which topped out at a remarkable 2060:1, but it's pretty good. So overall, should you buy it? If you can't possibly settle for less than 240 Hz, the Predator XB2 is a decent if expensive choice at $680. But if you can get by with 144 Hz, the BenQ EX3200R is a much better buy at $400. It's still 1080p, but it's also curved with an ultra-wide 31.5-inch display and an absolutely killer contrast ratio. Even though it's a little slower, you end up getting way more bang for your buck.